Hi everyone and welcome back to some more Civilization 5. So, let's continue where we left off. And we need to look into finishing this war sometime soon. Because our war weariness will go through the roof if we don't. As you can see, military supply reductions because of war weariness. And the happiness penalty because of war weariness. And it will get worse every single turn now. Not to mention we are also at war with Rome, but we might be able to threaten his city over here a little bit. He just captured that one. We can give it a shot. But we'll have to flip this city a few more times with Portugal. That's what worries me a little bit. I guess we'll see. We could be a little bit more aggressive towards her other cities. That might be a good idea, actually. Let's maybe try that. That might actually work. I have a feeling it might. Alright. And we'll send one field gun. This will be enough. So, anything else? Let's have a look. Nope, looks like that's about it. Where do you think you're going? Not much I can do about him right now. Oh, also, we can peace out with some of the city-states. Let's have a look. And this one. No, we are not at war with Belgrade. Alright, next. Oh, we are about to get dynamite, which will increase our city bombardment range by 1. Declaration of friendship with Carthage, I don't think I'm interested. Not really. How many cities does she even have right now? 7. Yeah, I'll pass, sorry. She's not doing so well. She's getting wrecked. Have fun. So, Portugal, they didn't take the city. But they have a lot of frigates in the area. They probably won't be willing to peace out just yet.
As soon as men decide that all means
yeah, we are about to get an even bigger supply penalty. 35% supply cap reduction because of war weariness. And it will get worse every single turn. Right, we unlocked the Gatling gun. That will be quite nice. As for Rome, let's try to convince him to peace out. Will he just peace out right now? No. Okay, whatever. We finished the factory. What else should we grab? Not military units, that's for sure. How's our happiness? -4 from crime. Constabulary in that case. I guess that's a no-brainer in this situation. And worker. We'll send them to do something useful. Maybe upgrade this guy. Although, that's kind of expensive. Just fortify. And send caravan. Actually, send it to Cusco. I think that's what it was. Or was it? Yes, it was, actually. So, Cusco, where is it? There it is, plus 17 food, yep. We'll get 40 population pretty soon. Also, I think we should be working more specialist slots. Yeah, we certainly should. How about more engineers? More production would certainly help. Train station. Chancery, I think I'll pass on that one. We might get one more great diplomat. Okay, until we get that diplomat. Yes, keep working the wonder, that's kind of obvious. Anything else? Maybe remove a scientist or two? We still got some good tiles to work around here. Wait, that's not a wonder, that's just a regular mountain tile. Not sure why I thought that's a wonder, it obviously isn't. How much faith is that? +5 faith. I don't think it's worth working these mountains over specialist slots. Because we get way more science from specialists. So, I guess that's what we'll do. This looks fine. We'll wait for more population now. How much production is that? 310. Sounds good. That should be our top production city, or second top. Yeah, it's top production city by a wide margin. Let's check Machu real quick. How are we doing in here? It's still growing at a reasonable rate. 5 turns, 6 turns. Yep, that looks good enough. 245 production. Good enough. Kill that stupid lancer. And let's push a little bit more. Try to put more pressure on Portugal. Down you go. Yeah, there's no way she will negotiate just yet. It's a little bit too early. That's fine. We'll wait a little bit longer. Now, let's check out the city. She will probably take it with that corvette. Not much I can do to prevent it. So... we'll just chill and take a shot or two. Might be worth upgrading the musketman, but we can't actually afford that at the moment. Never mind then. Let's just do some damage, but I don't want to be too aggressive. Because I don't want to lose important units. This is fine. Yep. Good enough. Let her come a little bit closer. We need to move one of our engineers somewhere. We can move him to Machu. Alright. One thing we could do is faith by a great scientist to unlock corporations a little bit faster. Then again, we'll get a great scientist in 7 turns, which will unlock corporations in 7 turns. That's probably fine. Get rid of heresy. There it is. Can we faith by any buildings? No. Okay, carry on. I guess we will be able to once we annex Evora. But not yet. Not when we got minus 13 happiness. We are losing 27 just from war weariness alone. She didn't retake the city yet. That's good. But there's a melee unit heading in our general direction. Let's grab that worker, because we can. The mine is actually done now. Legitimately done. A farm? That's not exactly super useful. We'd be better off with a village or something. And just leave this tile empty. Can we peace out with Rome yet? No, not yet. Alright. Fine. Be that way. Swap these guys. I hope he'll go for it soon. I don't want to be at war with him. Now, we need to cross this river first. Let's be careful about that. Don't do anything silly. Lancer in the front. That's good enough. I just want to pressure her a little bit more. That's all it is. Hopefully that will convince her to peace out a little bit faster than she otherwise would. Now, let's see. Yeah, we are getting combat penalties now. That is unfortunate. What do we do about this guy? We can't actually do a whole lot about him. We can block the way, but we will likely lose the Lancer in the process. That's probably exactly what's going to happen. Still, let's try to block him a little bit. This way only one frigate will be able to attack us. So it shouldn't be enough to kill the Lancer. But Zone of Control will prevent him from taking the city with the ground unit. And we can still attack. Probably one of the frigates. Can we actually kill a frigate? It might not be a good idea to sink it because of these corvettes in the back. So we'll just do damage and leave it alive. That should be better. Good enough? And damage the other frigate. Okay, looks good. Fortify. And fortify. Next turn. Yup. Minus 19 happiness. Not good. Look at the military supply reduction, it's just crazy.
Pazarlığa tutuşalım.
The Ottomans want declaration of friendship. Should we accept that? Maybe. I don't think we'll be going to war with him anymore. So... it makes sense to accept. He's at war with Sweden and India. Well, Sweden obviously won't like that. No, not for now. Maybe later. Because the thing about Sweden is that we need to be able to get open borders with Sweden at some point to send great musicians.
मेरे दोस्त क्या
And that might be a problem if he starts hating us. We can overcome a minus 70 modifier from different ideologies, but we can't afford to get too many more negative modifiers. And yeah, Portugal retook the city, that was to be expected, I guess. She did use the Corvette. Alright, we'll use the Lancer, no problem, I suppose. Here, mine. Create puppet and move out of the city. And try to get rid of that Corvette if we can. I think we can. Almost. Damn it. That wasn't enough. Well, alright. I can keep playing this game. I would just prefer to not do it forever. We are losing 58% of our supply cap. That's a little bit silly. But okay. What about Rome? At least Rome will peace out. Before we accept that, let's maybe get some experience. That sounds like a good idea to me. Good enough.
Salve.
Here, peace out. We got a promotion out of this. And now back to Portugal. We need to peace out with Portugal. I have a feeling that will take a while. At our current rate. Because it probably will. So, let's repair the gold. And try to do some damage. These stupid forests are getting in the way. That might make our plan slightly more complicated. Just saying. We can get rid of the cannon. It should be relatively safe. And move in with the field gun slightly. Yeah, let's not overdo it. This is fine. Yep, looks fine to me. More roads. And get you out of here. Thanks for the workers. Not upgrading these guys yet, we have limited amount of gold. I think that Corvette has like literally 1 health. Yep, 1 health. Come on now, really? How many more does she have? Did she spam this entire lake or sea
Fuck off.
with frigates? Because it certainly seems that way. Okay, now she wants to peace out, finally. Let's have a look. What can we get from her? I don't think we can get an actual city. That seems incredibly unlikely. Yeah, obviously not. We can't even get a luxury, can we? No, we cannot. Gold it is then. 1038 gold. Here. Accept. Good enough. I'll take it. Now we will lose the war wariness.
मेरे दोस्त क्या
Don't need open borders from you. Oh, and we increased our tourism because we won the war.
Ομιλίας.
Defensive
Medvik
pact with
says.
Theodora. I don't think we need that. Sorry, Theodora. You'll have to handle it on your own. I think we'll have to wait a little bit before it goes away completely. Yeah, we are still getting minus 27. So we just need to wait. But the war is done, that's the important part. And we got 2 cities out of it. Pretty good cities too. We got the Wonder, that's the important part, Machu Picchu. That's why I wanted that city, specifically. If it wasn't for that Wonder, I probably wouldn't even bother. I would just keep Evora and stop there. Right, that will be a train station. And Tiwanaku. What should we build in here? Good question. House happiness. -2 from poverty, -2 from crime. Caravanserai is only 1 turn. Might as well get that when it's only 1 turn. Promotion for the masked men. Infiltrators. Plus 15% ranged combat strength outside of friendly territory. Yeah, I like that. Let's get that then. 6 more turns before we get corporations. Sounds good. We definitely want one. As soon as possible. We got 1 tile to repair. And you guys need to heal back to full. They can just stay around here, I guess. Doesn't really make a big difference. We will need a railroad, however. Let's send these workers who don't otherwise have anything better to do. How's the tourism situation right now? Sweden has 53, we got 161. Alright then. And what's his culture pool, because that's going to be the main problem, if we want to go for culture victory. Yeah, he has how much? 180,000.
Guys, in
That is a lot of culture. We aren't even at 30% with him. We are about to be, but yeah. Well, it is what it is. If we get a few important wonders, we will still increase our tourism and culture by a lot. Tiwanaku. That's the Caravanserai. House happiness. Yeah, poverty and crime mostly. Well, we could just go for coal refinery. Or grab an arsenal. It would help crime a little bit. There's the bank in our capital, agribusiness. We certainly need that. I still want to keep growing it. Almost 40 population. Is it the biggest city, or does anyone have bigger? Yeah, it's the biggest city right now. Biggest city in this game. How's our wonder coming along? 4 more turns. Hopefully no one will beat us to it. If someone beats us to it, it's going to be Sweden. I'm pretty sure they are the only ones who might have the required tech. I'm not even entirely convinced they do have the tech, but they are the only ones who might have it. Yep, 45. Next. Hey, get these barbarians out of our territory. These aren't even our barbarians. Someone has to have really low happiness. Because these are guys who spawn if you go below -20 happiness. And that's certainly not ours. Looks like it's the Ottomans. Might be from war weariness. He's been at war for a while. We can't see his happiness level until he picks an ideology. So we don't know. Anyway, vote. Ottoman sphere of influence in Bogota. Open door in Milan and world religion. I don't want your dirty world religion. Vote against that. I hope that's not going to pass. Anyway, next tenet is probably going to be universal healthcare. Because that's just so good. Yep. A hospital in every single city. I don't think I built a single one yet, so that's amazing. Chancery, that's just one turn. Oh yeah, are we still allied with Bratislava? No, we are not. We need 100... How much do we need? 24 influence, so literally just one diplomatic unit. Diplomat. Works for me. Or we can get him in our capital. That will be better. 2 turns. Alright, good enough. 4,000 gold. We can spend that for some unit upgrades soon. It might seem like a lot of gold, but it really is not. Fortify all of these dudes. Gold is repaired. We can repair the iron later. I'd like to finish this railroad as soon as possible. That's what we'll work on first. How's religion? Do we have religion in every city? Well, except this one. Yes, we do. Currently, alright. It's probably safe to annex a city by now. Specifically, Evora. Nice observatory without a single mountain in range. Gandhi declared war on Portugal. Yeah, he's taking advantage of the fact Portugal is weakened. Can he actually beat Portugal? Well, apparently he thinks that he can. Production. House happiness. -1 from crime and boredom. I guess we can pretty much ignore that. Any wonders in here? No. Just start the research lab. How many techs does Sweden have? 54, and we got 52. So we are still slightly behind him. Definitely a good idea to work on research labs ASAP. First, we'll get that constabulary. We should just get a constabulary everywhere by now. So that's what we'll work on. One last railroad section. And yep, you can go east and help out. You can maybe repair that pillaged improvement. Right here, near our capital. That's the one. The forest. Or the lumber mill, rather. -2 from religious divisions and -1 from crime. Okay? Research lab. We'll just get that everywhere. What do you think you're doing? I don't think so, buddy. Hey, the Ottomans should pay us for handling their barbarians or something. Because that's totally their barbarians. And corporations. I'm not sure which one we can get. I guess we're about to find out. And we will finish Cristo Redentor on the same turn. That is perfect timing. World religion failed. That's good. Come on. Give me corporations. Are we there yet? There's Cristo Redentor. That's 181 tourism. And we also got a great scientist, and we got an event. Public schools in all cities add plus 10% culture. Or plus 10% gold. Culture. And now we can get civilized jewelers headquarters, okay? What does that do exactly? Let's see, there's a separate category for corporations. Right here. Civilized jewelers. Oh, Golden Age, right. We'll get Golden Age benefits, which is exactly what we want with our current setup. Provides benefits geared towards Great People Generation and Golden Ages. Increases trade unit limit by 1, and all trade units move twice as fast. Banks and custom houses in all cities produce +2 Golden Age points. All these resources provide +1 golden age points in all cities with the office. And the office bonus is +15% great person rate and additional +10% great person rate for every global franchise. +1 golden age points on all civilized jewelers' monopoly resources near the city. Alright? So we should build that in our top production city, which is our capital in this case. That will take 12 turns. Also, we can build International Finance Center. That's a national one there, we can do that later. Do we use an engineer for this? I think we should. 2000. I suppose we can use him in a few turns. We don't have to do it right now. As for our next research, let's go for radio and we'll try to build Broadway. Sounds good. Radio it is then. We'll also get more culture from musicians. Train station. I still want to build Statue of Liberty for obvious reasons. But not in this city. What should this city do? We can always grab Customs House. It's a little bit of culture. +2 culture. One more farm. And kill that barbarian already. So heal up. And before we finish the turn, let's see. We don't have a diplomat. I don't think I want to use him on Bratislava. That seems like a waste. 777 in Zurich. That's clearly not going to happen. We can use him to get an additional vote. Assuming that's still available from Zurich, for example. It should be. Wait, no, that's a diplomat, not a great diplomat. What am I talking about? I thought that was a great diplomat for a moment. Well, never mind then. We'll pop the scientist and get radio right away. And now we can go for refrigeration or penicillin. So penicillin would unlock medical lab. And refrigeration wouldn't be that useful. We could just grab some military techs. How about we reveal oil on the map? I think it's about time. Might also help our production a little bit. So that makes sense. So if we want to use a great engineer on the headquarters, we should do it in the next few turns. Otherwise we'll end up wasting hammers. Also, 40 population. There's military science. Yes, we can steal from India, I'm aware. We could just send that guy elsewhere at this point. Like where? Portugal? It's unlikely we can steal from Portugal, we have more techs than they do. We could send him as a diplomat or something. Who's third top in tourism output? That would be India and Rome. Okay. We can send a diplomat to India or Rome. That works. Let's send a diplomat to Rome. Wrong city. Okay, off you go then. Finished an arsenal. House happiness. -1 each. We can probably ignore that. Let's grab an opera house and then a museum. Same here, opera house and then a museum. And that's a train station. Okay. Which city are we going to build the Statue of Liberty in? I guess we can do it in Macho. After Constabulary. Makes sense. Arsenal. And that's that. What's going on here? Looks like Gandhi will actually take Bursa from the Ottomans. Alright, good for him. Now, I don't want Gandhi to get too strong, but we can always just declare war on him if we want to. Give me Bratislava back, thanks. He has 46 techs. He's actually way behind. Yep, he's way behind us. We probably don't really have to care about him. We could take his capital easily enough. The only problem is that he still has that silly defensive pact with Sweden. Which means declaring war on him would also be declaring war on Sweden. Right?
मैं आपकी शांति
Oh no,
की
it's actually
कामना
gone now. This might be a good moment to consider declaring war on him. It's very tempting. However, I would have to move a lot of units first. Because we got too many. And what the heck happened with the great archaeologist? He's right here, I didn't actually use him. I think I thought that was a missionary or something like that. We also need one more, near Goa. That will actually be a landmark, which is nice. Tiwanaku can grab an archaeologist. And I guess it's time to annex Evora by now. We got 25 happiness. So that's definitely not an issue. However, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.